Kia ora, Facebook family and world. Kia ora, kia ora, kia ora. Let's see if I can share this correctly today on my old phone. It is Madeline Lee from Rigel Stigma. If you are new here or if you have been here before, welcome, welcome, welcome. I finally charged an old, what I thought was a useless phone, an old one that the camera is broken on, but I can now use it to, I think, share my live links so that it can reach some more people that feel called for cards and things today. Kia ora, Michaela. Good afternoon. How are you? How are you? How has your day or your week been? Beautiful. Would love to hear how you are going. I am just sharing the link into a couple of groups so that people know that we're having beautiful live cards this afternoon. Share to group and paste. That's fine. We're gonna do this one. A Wild Bitty World, and one more group, guys, and then I will have all my attention with you. Michaela says, I am great, been bonding with my new kitty. Cute! A little girl or boy, what color, how old? Sounds very exciting. I love that. Rigel Stigma. Hope you are well. Yeah, Michaela, I'm actually really good today. I'm coming to you from my new little self-contained camper van on the side of the road. I'm actually not staying in it right now. I'm at my partner's house, but he is cooking dinner, listening to, well, prepping for dinner, listening to some drum and bass inside, and I was like, I don't really feel like pulling cards to drum and bass, so... And I was going to do it out on the reserve, the beautiful reserve with the view and everything, and it's just like started raining. I don't mind the rain, but my cards, they kind of do. Beautiful. I think that has shared for us, which is super exciting. So give everyone a couple more minutes to come on today. Let me know where you're coming in from, how your week's been. Michaela, tell me about your kitten. It's so exciting. It's beautiful. I have found like a new passion and love for animals. It's interesting, like I've always like loved children and babies and always cared for them like my whole life, and had a real passion for them and a place in my heart. And it doesn't mean I haven't loved animals. I've always had animals, like I always had cats growing up and stuff like that, but I've never really appreciated animals like I do to this extent now. And the same with nature, like something different, I suppose, with all the spiritual connection and stuff like that. I have, you know, found a new connection for animals and for nature. Michaela says, we think a girl, she's a tabby, not sure on age, but still very young. She's a rescue. Oh, beautiful. That's so special. Like, heads up, like, that's so cool. Like, hands up to you. It's big. I love that. It's very special. Yes, van is amazing. Good on you. Yeah, I'm hoping that I will live in it for a couple of months over summer. I need to do a couple of things to the van, like get an inverter for my computer so I can do stuff for my website and for my courses and my clients and stuff. But it's pretty darn exciting. It was a very spontaneous choice and leap. Kia ora, Stacey. Yes, beautiful. You can definitely have a card. I'm just yarning away and allowing people to just come on. I will put you on my list for sure. How are you today, Stacey? Michaela says she is a real sweet little thing. Has completely stolen the heart overnight. Yes. I agree with you, especially nature. Yeah, like, it's funny, I said to a friend the other day, like, I've gone for a walk and I seen like a big, beautiful mother tree, and I was like, oh, this tree, like, sitting at the feet of the tree, like, oh my god. And then I was like, far out. I used to, like, years ago, or when I was a teenager, I used to be like, Mom, Dad, I don't want to look at this tree, like, hurry up, because I had no appreciation, you know, like, I didn't have that connection with nature back then, and now I feel kind of like an old person or something, you know, when you're a teen and you look up and you're like, why does my mum or dad, or like, why does that person think trees are so cool, when you're young and you don't understand that, you know, you've got different focuses in your life. It's funny, isn't it? It's really interesting how we change and we grow and we learn through our experiences. Stacey says, I'm doing well, hun, just getting kids from school. Yes, love that. I'm glad that you're doing well today. That's beautiful to hear. So yeah, anyone that would like, I've actually got 3 decks in front of me. I showed this deck last week, but I didn't pull from it because I didn't feel like it just wasn't calling me. But I got this beautiful, this is like my favourite deck at the moment. It's absolutely incredible. So I'm going to pull from that today, and just, I've got 2 more over here. I don't know, I just felt like I needed to bring them, so we'll just see how we go. If you are wanting a card today, please comment. Yes, please, Maddie. Sorry, it's raining right now. It's just about to start spitting. I went for a run this morning. I'm doing 75 hard, so one of the workouts is to be outside, and I've been choosing to do runs for most of my outside ones, but I did a run on this beautiful beach up kind of past North Shore of Auckland today, and it was incredible. And then the last 10 minutes it pissed down on me. It was good though. I felt alive. It felt cleansing, but I was cold when I got home. Michaela says, yes please, would love a card. Which deck ever you're drawn to? Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we'll start with Stacey today, and then we'll go with Michaela, and we'll see how we go from there. Michaela, are you you're Waikato, eh? Hamilton? I'm pretty sure, yeah. And Stacey, are you Hamilton? I'm trying to remember. Just learning more and more where people come in from, and learning different places. Yep, Morrinsville. Yeah, I'm glad I remembered that correctly. I'm actually so excited about going to live in this van for a few months, like over summer. I want to go to all the places that, you know, like New Zealand's small, but maybe it's just my blondness, but I hear of all these places and these words of places. And yeah, okay, yep, I got that one wrong though, eh, Stacey? I was like, it's somewhere with a W. Is it Waikato too? No. Correct yourself, Nad. Thank you for that, beautiful. Yeah, I'm super, like, we hear all of these places and these names of places, and New Zealand is so small compared to other countries, and I just can't, even Whangarei, I'm like I've heard of it, I kind of know-ish where it is, but I don't know, and I haven't been there, and there's so many little places that I would like to at least just pass through or stop and see, even if there's nothing there. So that will be a super exciting adventure over the summertime, to explore a bit more and meet people in different places that I've talked to on social media a lot and connect with, or like clients that I've worked online with and never met in the human flesh. That will be really exciting to meet some people. Kia ora, Thoko. Lovely to see you back here, honey. How are you going? Beautiful South Africa. How are you? A lady. And I'm supposed to keep an eye on the time today. I was gonna keep it to an hour. I came on just before 3, so let's see how we go. So let's have a tune into some messages for you today, beautiful Stacey. Yow, that one wanted your girlfriend. I'm gonna do 3 for you today, Stacey. Just feel like 3 really calling today. Michaela, I have to go get my daughter from daycare. It was nice chatting. Have a great day. That's okay, Michaela. If I don't have anyone else come on, usually I try and get everyone to be on live if I'm pulling for them. But if there's no one else, then I will pull you some cards and then I can timestamp you and tag you. Yeah, if there's no one else that comes on. Thank you so much for tuning in today, honey, and enjoy your little beautiful girl, picking her up. So Stacey, so first card pulled today, benefactor, grace and generosity, number 3. So these cards are they're like so powerful and so beautiful. We might need to move this into the, hang on, so you can see in the light a little bit more. This is card number 1. Benefactor, grace and generosity. I'm trying to tune into benefactor and I'm like, that's not really a word that I've really used or come across very much, to be honest. But grace and generosity, when I first, like, what I can feel from here is like comfort and cuddles and connection, like, is the first thing that before I even read it, when I seen this for you, Stacey, it is like, are you, where in your life are you really needing some more comfort, some cuddles, some connection, and, you know, grace and generosity. Like, when I first read grace and generosity, I'm like, oh yeah, like, be more generous, or try and see where you can be generous in your life. But then at the same time, I'm like, I don't think that's what it means for you today. I feel like it more means for you today that maybe it's like I don't want to say balance, but like a connective generosity, more like a flow of, like, no, I just want to say like great. I want to say like the waves at the beach, like the ocean waves, like, but how the waves crash together, but then they flow. And I wonder if even this has got, because you've got 2 lilies, eh? Like, I'm thinking, I don't know, like, is your little girl, correct me if I'm wrong, but is your little girl, I'm wondering, like, it's like your little girl has been such a rock for you at the moment, and that you guys, you know, it's almost like bind, I don't know, that you connect together, and you really deeply, you are each other's comfort, and you are there to warm each other. There is no, I suppose I want to say, like, there is no mistake, there is no There is no denying that the little girl in your life, your little girl, was and is meant to be right here, right now with you, because you really intertwine with each other, and you hold each other. Because I don't want to say that you have to be dependent, like I don't want it to sound, I'm not saying that it's like a dependence, or that you really need each other, etc, etc, even though at the same time, you know, of course you do, you're mother and daughter, and she's little, but it's like you hold each other, and you hold each other strong. So coming back to just remembering that you guys hold each other strong, and that there's like a sense of calmness when you allow her to hold you, I want to say. If that makes sense, Stacey. I'm just going to read your message from the book here, the first one. Kia ora, Brandon. Hey, my first time here. Can I get a reading if you don't mind? Kia ora, where are you coming in from in the world? I am in New Zealand. I have a couple of people before you, but definitely if you are still live, then I will pop you on my list, yeah? So benefactor, grace and generosity, gifts, support, mentoring. When the benefactor weaves her energy into your life, you're put on notice that all manner of positive reinforcement is coming your way. The universe wants to let you know that just as you have been generous with others, serving with your gifts, even in the smallest capacity, so will you be rewarded in myriad, I don't know how to say that word, myriad ways. Myriad ways. The most beautiful gift the benefactor gives you is the recognition that you are stewarding and sharing abundance on behalf of a higher source, one that is always working through you. The motives for her generosity to you, as well as yours to others, are intangible. Although you will see the results reflected in the material world, the benefactor reminds you that it's in the purity of your desire to share without the need for reciprocity, like wanting it back. Paradoxically, your initial generosity is reciprocated. That's the one. Tenfold, seemingly without any connection to the original act. Dream sharing and caring into being, and you will be amazed to see this vibrant seed take root and spread. Do it just because, and benefactor will give you her blessing. So yeah, I feel like, I don't know, let me know if that lands or relates in any way to your little girl, or if there's someone else in your life. I don't know, it may not be your little girl, but your little girl is kind of something is quite strong with her today, that she is very special, she is very precious in your journey at the moment, and you guys sharing this together, this journey, even though she's little, it's like her soul knows, and her soul's holding you, and you're holding her through all the life challenges that are bleeding through and coming your way, and everything that you've already navigated and come through, yeah? Kia ora, Nicola. Hi, would love a general, please. I think you mean a card. It might have been a spelling auto. So Stacey, 2 more cards. Stacey says it does relate to Aria trying to sort things with her father, and it's hard having to give her up to him at times. Yeah, I don't know, it's really hard when there has been changes. And like, do you mind me asking how old Aria is? It's big, but I just feel like she's strong. Maybe she's stronger than you see. Maybe I don't know. I feel like you know, you hold her as her mum, but I feel like she holds you really, really deep. But maybe you already know this. Like, does she hold you really deep? Does she gift you things that no one else does? So the other two cards I pulled for you today, Stacey, this one's deep. I just see inner child, so deep. 46, root girl, the disowned south. Also, Nicola, yes, there is, I think, 3 people before you, but I will definitely put you on my list, beautiful. Stacey says 19 months. Yeah, so little, but so fucking wise. Kia ora, Lynn. How are you, lovely? Root girl, the disowned self, Stacey. The power in this card. Root girl, the disowned self, 46. And then your third card, eyes of the eagle rising above the fray. Fuck me. That eye. Lynn may be added to. Yeah, I'm restricted to an hour today. I'm just gonna write these down on my other phone just so that I don't lose track, because there's quite a few people. So it was Stacey, who I'm doing now, Michaela if she's online, or if no one else is here, Michaela. Then who else did we have? Thoko didn't actually ask for one, but if Thoko's here and she would like one, just let me know. Brandon, Nicola if she's still here, and then Lynn. Beautiful. Stacey, yes, that card looks good. Oh yeah, they're delicious. Well, both of them, yeah. All of them, I'm like, ooh, this is like power, like fucking strength, man. I can feel it's like so certain. You know, when someone looks at you and they're like they're not moving, they're not gonna nudge, they're not going to be affected by, you know, like nothing's gonna knock them. I just feel like it's like a willpower, like. And this root girl, I don't know, like I feel like, Stacey, have you been like, I feel like, because we've talked a little bit, or connected a little bit, a month or 2 ago, and I knew that you wanted to do some, you know, you want to do some work on yourself, and you are doing some work on yourself, but I wonder if, like, do you know much about your inner child? Do you have a relationship with your inner child? When I see this card today, and what I feel is like the disowned self, like, is there disownment from, like, I want to even say, like, your, like your childhood, and I wonder if it's like, there's a lot about your little ones today, hey, like I can really feel them, but it's almost like, do you see in your little ones certain things that maybe you went through, or experiences you were exposed to, of some, like, how does it relate to your childhood, what your children live in their life right now? Is it reflecting anything that can support you to dig a bit deeper and think a bit deeper about what changes and how you want to parent, and what things you love about the way you parent, and what you want to bring into all your lives, your own and your children? And I feel like I was meant to, snails come up heaps, but there's a little snail just up the top here, like a tiny little snail up there. I don't know, he definitely jumped out. So maybe, I don't know, have a little Google and see the significant meaning around a snail. I don't know. Is it bringing something in like slow down a little? And I feel like if you've never dived into inner child work or understanding your inner child, or if you haven't had a relationship with your inner child before, I feel like there could be some real release, real like build and strengthen in your own self-worth and your own belonging, like finding where you belong and who you are more. It's like, and then what just came through right then was like the disowned self. I'm like, do you feel like it sounds cliche, but at the same time I'm like, still it's important to ask, like, of course, it sounds silly, but of course you're not the same Stacey before you had your children, but what elements of the Stacey before you had your children would you like to reconnect with again? I feel like because disowned, I don't know, sounds quite negative to me today, but again, like nothing is negative or positive, it's like a fact. But I wonder, like, is there a part of you that you've disowned in your old self, and where does that take you? What does it teach you? What does it open with you? And how does it reflect or relate into like your childhood? And I want to say, like, in a child, like, see what you can do that brings you fun back into your inner child. Like, I don't know, when you take the kids to the park next or something like that, can you swing upside down on the swings and you be the child for once? Can you giggle and laugh, or can you do something silly and fun and laugh? Like, I want to hear, like, do you need more laughter? Is there more laughter that is calling your life? That if you can connect with your inner child, and I just want to say, allow yourself to laugh. Like, allow yourself to laugh. You're deserving of laughter. Like, when was the last time you laughed? And I'm not talking about like, yeah, funny. Oh yeah, that was really funny. I'm talking about like fucking belly full laugh, like like extreme laughter that you can't stop, you know. And eyes of the eagle rising above the fray. I talked into that a little bit before. I just feel like it's like so sure, it's like unwavering. Like when you look here, it's just like, I feel like your warrior woman is rising. Like, even if you, I'm not sure how you're feeling at the moment, or where you are in your emotions, your journey, your processing, or your healing. And I want to say like assertiveness, but it's like this card today, this card is, it's like it's saying your warrior woman is coming, even if you don't believe she's there, even if you feel like those sabotaging thoughts of like, oh, I can't do this, or I'm so stupid, I let someone walk all over me again, you know, like, oh, I'm such a wuss, I'm so weak, and all of those things, like, why didn't I leave this so sooner, or why didn't I do this sooner, or why can't I have any self-control with the things I'm trying to change in my life? So like that sabotaging yourself, I want to say this card today, this message is like, your warrior woman is there. She's there, she's here. She's here and she's opening, but you've got to just give her some permission. Allow her. The only thing that's stopping her from erupting out of you is you choosing to allow her to come out. The warrior woman that is strong, that is assertive, that is like so fucking certain and knows what she wants, knows what she is deserving of, knows that, yep, I want this and I'm going for it and I deserve it. And when you get knocked back down, coming back up again and being like, this is me, and I will achieve or get to where I want to get, because I am strong and I can do this. Kia ora, Katrina. Katrina, I hope I'm saying that right. How are you? Where are you coming in from? Stacey says, thanks, Han. You are most welcome. I hope that landed in some formal way and can guide you and support you, give you a little bit of reassurance at the moment. Okay, who have we got next? I think it was Michaela, but she's jumped off. Brandon or Nicola, are you here? I prefer people to be live for readings. So if Brandon or Nicola are here, Katrina, you sure can, lovely. I will pop you on my list. There's a few people there, and I am gonna jump off at 4, so I put you on my list. Stacey says, it has got rid of my anxiety. Thank you. Love you, Stacey. You're so welcome. Nicola is here. Beautiful Nicola. I'll do you next. I'll just wait to see, because Brandon was before you, so I'll just wait to see if Brandon tunes in. I'll give him a couple more minutes, otherwise we'll move on to you, Nicola. Where are you coming in from, Nicola? Did I ask you? I love if you guys connect into the space to let me know where you're coming in from. It just teaches me, and I get to expand my learning of where everyone is in the world. I am in Auckland, New Zealand, and it is amazing where these magical lives and connections really tune into, and how far they spread. It's incredible. England, beautiful, love it. All right, well, Nicola, I will move on, and we'll put you some messages today, yeah, because I haven't heard from Brandon. If he comes back in, we can join him back in. Alrighty, Nicola. Your first time here on Radio Stigma page, Nicola? I don't think I've connected with you before. Heart, home, compassion. Nicola says, just followed page. Lovely. Well, welcome. My name's Madeline Lee. If you did not hear me introduce myself before. 27, heart, home, compassion. That's your first card today, Nicola. I'm yet to learn more about numerology. One day I will try and, I would desire to do a course on learning about numerology and the meanings of different numbers a bit more. There's an amazing guy I follow. What is his name? Danny someone. He is absolutely incredible. So I would like to learn more about numbers, but I don't know enough about it. But today I'm like, that 7 and the 27, the 7 is real significant. So I don't know if maybe does 7 mean anything to you in your life? Does that relate to anything? If not, if when I ask you, does the number 7 mean anything to you? If nothing pops out to you, I don't know, maybe you want to go and have a little Google and just see the significant meaning around the number 7. It's calling really loud today. Heart, home, compassion. Heart, home, compassion. Let's see what. And I want to say this beautiful butterfly down the bottom here. Are you? I just feel floaty. I feel like Have you been floating on life at the moment? 1 of 8 means a lot. Beautiful. I love that you just turned into that you weren't like, no 7. You were like, no, 1 of 8 means a lot. Yeah, that's big. Yeah, that 7, I don't know, it's just like 7, really, really loud. I just want to say, like, this butterfly, I don't know if there's a significance in the actual butterfly, but almost like the movement of butterflies, or like flying beauties, I want to say. I feel like, are you floating on life? Are you in a really good place in your life? Or if it's been a challenging time at the moment, I feel like you're about to take flight. Like, I just feel like it's light and fluffy and floaty, like, then coming to compassion, it's like, if you come back to compassion and understanding, like the empathetic care in your life, and sharing that with the important people around you without stepping on your own toes. Yes, been floating about, not in a good way though. Okay, so yeah, beautiful. So that's where the floating comes from. So see, that could just be a little bit of my own coming through now with in a good way, because I have been quite floaty at the moment too, but it's been like a free floaty, so maybe it's crossing over a little bit with what is coming through personally for me. Yes, been floating about, not in a good way though, so maybe the good way is coming too. That's what I want to say, that like maybe it's not in a good way and it's been erratic and it's been chaotic, or it's been, I don't know, maybe it's been, have you had like an injury, Nicola, recently? Or has someone in your life had an injury at all? Does anyone? I don't know. Complete shock of life. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's not a physical thing, but like all I feel right now is almost like, I want to say the word like concussion, and it may not even be like a physical concussion, but I feel like it could be something physical injury, but I just feel like a blow, like almost a blow to the freaking head, or that it's been almost disorientated, I now feel. So coming back to compassion, are you compassionate enough to yourself? Are you compassionate enough to yourself? Or do you need to bring more compassion to yourself? Or how can you bring more compassion to yourself? Had to learn to adapt. Yeah. I want to say good job for adapting. Yes I am. Are you saying yes I am compassionate to myself? Or yes I need to be more compassionate, or can give myself more compassion? Then you've got 60 watches, transpersonal, my gosh, transpersonal watches, 60, and then you've got number 5, closing door, completion. Nicola says, yes, I'm compassionate to myself. Good, cool. Well, maybe this is coming to reaffirm you of even praising yourself for giving yourself that compassion, because many of us can find it quite challenging at times. So you've got Watchers, transpersonal. This one I'm just going to read straight from the guidebook today. That Watchers, it just straight away just feels like transpersonal. You watch it. I feel like all of these today, even though they might sound a little bit silly, Nicola, but and of course our whole focus and our life and our journey and our healing is kia ora, Tamara, is always focused on how we can work and heal on ourselves. But I feel like these cards are especially more about your relationship with yourself today, Nicola. Like, I'm wondering, like, this one, I'm like, is this talking about, like, you're watching yourself, you're observing yourself, you're becoming more aware, you're really tuning in. It's like you've got a really good connection or relationship with yourself at the moment. And then you've got closing door, completion. Closing door, completion. And I feel like today this closing door card and this message is it's not a sudden slam of a door. It's like a gentle, subtle over the time closing a door, if that makes sense. It's like a long-term slow close of maybe this floatiness that has been going on for you. Let's have a check out of your second card, Watchers, transpersonal. How are you, beautiful Tamara? Watchers, serendipity, the observer / witness, transpersonal. When watchers appear, it is an invitation to stop doing. Pause, get off the treadmill, and take a deep breath. Find the witness within, the one who can observe the fire and fury happening around you, but is not caught in any of the drama. The time is right to step back. If you have a thought or opinion, keep it to yourself. If you have a feeling that needs to be expressed, do it in the shower. Do not engage with the action happening around you. Simply observe. Watchers show up to direct your attention to the horizon and away from the anthill in front of you. Others might think you are simply doing nothing, but let them know that you are helping the sun to set in the evening sky. There are bigger things to attend. You have spent such a long time trying to correct the course of events and the actions of others. Let it be for a short while as you become the observer rather than the doer. Which I just kind of said, like that. I feel like you're already doing this with yourself. You're already on this track. This is just reaffirming for you, almost validating or confirming for you, so that you don't need to doubt it. That you're listening. You're listening accurately to yourself. The Watchers invite you to break free from the linear, casual pace of the petty day-to-day. Rise to divine coincidence, to serendipity, and notice how the act of seeing the heart of the matter produces results. Things happen without you doing anything. Creation unfolds in its own mysterious way, requiring only a sacred witness. I hope those messages today, Nicola, have supported you in some way or form or landed with you. Thank you for joining today. Tamara says, I am super well, thank you. I love that reply, Tamara. Very special. Who else was on my list? list. Brandon, I don't think you're here, but I'll just check one more time in case you have come back and joined us. Otherwise, Lynn, you will be next. I've got about 20 more minutes, so I've got time for a few more people, and then it would be Katrina. If anyone else would like a card, yes, I would love a card. If you have time, please, says Tamara. Yes, beautiful. I'll put you on my list. Tamara. So Lynn and Katrina, if you guys are here, please let me know. Are you in your new home tomorrow? Are you were moving, eh? If I'm right. Katrina and Lynn are both here, beautiful. So the wonderful Lynn. Lynn. Let's see what we have for you today, darling. Nicholas says, thank you, love. I got kicked off midway through reading, but was great, thanks. The replay should be up, Nicola, once I've come off, so you're welcome to go back and look at the replay in case you need to have a second listen. So beautiful, Lynn. 54, the crossing initiation. It feels a little bit different, but I'm just going to trust it today, Lynn. Like, it's almost like I'm visualing or I'm feeling like we look here, and of course there's like a bridge, and you know it's about crossing, it's about initiation, like, but what I can see and feel is like you've got this beautiful open space through here, like there's such a beautiful like opening. I want to say hole, but it doesn't suit the same, like it doesn't embody it, but I want to say it's like there's this beautiful opening, and it's like there's all this it's like there is it's like it's all black, and it's been like almost like there's like a trap, like not trap, but like it's all like almost like you're trapped, like there's all this barrier, and I feel like around everywhere else it's like this dark, and it's like, how do I find my way, and all of these things, and then there's this beautiful opening, and it's like and this opening is just for you, exactly for you. It is coming to say that there is so much opportunity for you. You know, when we look around and we're like, oh my god, I can't see a way out, or oh my god, I can't see a solution, almost like closed-mindedness, but maybe like everything's a choice, but I feel like maybe in this case it hasn't been like an individual choice. That is that like so many walls have just been, I don't know, or there's a lot of things that may look like walls in front of you, but there is this opening, and then maybe you've already started seeing this. Maybe something Like, is there an opening right now that's just landed for you that you've gone, shit, like this is an opening for me, this is where I can walk into, this is it, like an aha moment almost, or like a, yep, I'm ready, I'm gonna walk through, I'm like, I just feel like, just keep walking, keep going, because it's right here, like it's right here. It's all here for you and exactly for you, for no one else. Like, it's really individual, the next journey that you are stepping into and through. Like, it's not all black. Not all black, I don't know. That's what came out of my mouth, so I'm going to trust it, but not all, yeah, it's not all closed. Even though sometimes we feel like we have no options. There's also, this is coming through from, so I saw a post the other day on social, this beautiful kitten in a cat cage, like one that you take them to the vet in, and sitting in there like looking out the cage door like, let me out, and the roof of it's off, and it had some kind of quote about like the way you perceive and you look at things, and if you stand back and have a look, there's so many other options, and this cat's like sitting here like, let me out, and it's like really frustrated and looks really sad, and it's like, let me out of the front door, but there's no roof on it, so he can just put his paw up and walk out. And it's kind of coming back, I don't know, like coming up right now to share with you. I don't know if maybe that relates or lands in some relation to your life and your journey at the moment. Lynn says, okay, awesome. And then second card we've got today, stars in the sky, limitless possibility. So yeah, it's like you walk through this opening that, whether you see it as an opening or you see it as closed, or you already know and you've already stepped into it, it's like you walk through that opening because that is your opening, like this is it. And then the stars in the sky, limitless possibilities. Like, there's so many opportunities out there for you. And just want to say, like, you are a star. Do you know that you are a star? Oh, I'm really hot. Lynn says, yes. Put my business up for sale. Hope it sells. Going to step into something. Ah, that is so big. Lynn, that is huge. Oh, go girl. Ah, that's huge. That's really huge. Good on you. That is courageous as a fuck. There you go, beautiful. Plus my spiritual path. Yeah, so there's so much more that can open for you, and is opening. Like, fuck yes. I love that, Lynn. I love that. God, maybe all hot and almost teary-eyed. In a good way. Like, oh, that's huge. Absolutely huge. Okay, who else do we have? I think it was Katrina next, wasn't it? Tamara says, yes, moved in 2 weeks ago. Just spent the last 2 days rearranging rooms and furniture. Now it feels more like our home. I'm so excited for you. There were so many wins out there for so many people at the moment. Yes, Tamara. So special. Lynn says, awesome. Katrina, yes, I'm here. Beautiful. Katrina, and then we will be tomorrow. My little hips get a little bit sore, like sitting in my little camper like this. Lynn says, thank you much. Love to you. Love to you too, Lynn. Thank you so much for joining us today. Go smash that new journey of yours. Lovely to share that exciting big leap with us. Thank you. Katrina. Katrina, where are you coming in from around the world? Beautiful. I feel like you may be new here as well? Question mark. Heart, home, compassion, South Carolina. Beautiful. I am in Auckland, New Zealand. Katrina, heart, home. So I had the same card already once today. Compassion. So right now I just feel like compassion, heart, home. I want to say, like, sounds so cliche, like, I want to say, what's your home like? I want to say, do you feel at home in your home? I want to say, do you need to bring more love into your home, or is this reassuring that you already have so much love in your home? Where is home for you? I think discovering your environment and bring it, like, it calls in love real big today. When I see this card for you today, Katrina, is just the love heart here. Just love heart. And I want to say, I'm house shopping now. Yeah, love it. Yeah, I want to say, like, so house shopping is like, where does your heart lie in a home? Like, I want to say, like, maybe this is coming today to be like, just check in with, like, I don't know if you've sat down or if in your head you've got some ideas and thoughts and things that are non-negotiable, or that you desire, or that you want in your home, but really just check in with why do you want those certain things in your home, or why do you want a home in that certain location or place. Like, really just check in. There is power in understanding why, and is it aligned with you, whatever you are choosing, or you are desiring, or you are home hunting for. Whatever characteristics or things that you want there that make you feel full of love, like, are they for you, or are they for others, or are they expectations or I suppose guides that other people have shared with you? Are they other people's desires, or are they yours? I just want to say, like, just tune in with that and just keep checking in with, is my heart gonna feel good here? Is it gonna feel, does this feel good for my heart here? Second card, 20. Feast of plenty. Choices and their consequences. Yeah. Katrina says, understandable. Yeah. Feast of plenty, choices and their consequences. So I think like what I've just said here, again, it's like choices and the consequences. Like, you have so many choices, but tune in with them, and I want to say, choose what's on your heart. Don't let influence come from external, because your heart knows. And you can have it all. Don't lower what you want. I want to say, like, don't restrict what you want. Is there anything that you've been, I don't know, suppressing or restricting a little bit, or compromising or adapting to, for anyone external to you lately? I'm going to read that one from the book for you. And then I'll do one more for Tamara if she's still here, and then I want you to jump off for the day. Let's just read 20. Feast of plenty. Options, choices, and their consequences. Life's blessings. A great feast is laid out before you and requires you to choose. What will satisfy your hunger? Something new and unconventional, with its potential for bitter or savory qualities, or something you already know you love. You are faced with a plethora, I don't know how to say that one, plethora of options right now. And while that may seem to be an extraordinary thing, too many choices can throw you off balance. You might be worried that once you commit, you won't be able to turn back or refuse to confront the consequences of that decision. The most important thing to realize is that the feast is offering you experience. No amount of overanalyzing or strategizing will help you make the right choice now. Don't debate the right or wrongness. Instead, just choose. In the choosing is the seed of experience, and that is what is necessary now. Sour, bitter, sweet, savory. What matters is relishing the experience until you digest all that your choice is offering you right now. Only one warning: avoid the same choice if it keeps you hungry. If something didn't feel good or does not bring you what is seemingly promised, do not choose that again. The experience will only repeat itself, and you will have more than a bad taste in your mouth. The feast is yours to enjoy. You can always go back for more when you're hungry again. For life's blessings are ever available to you and calling your name. It's big. Tamara says, still here. Thank you, beautiful. Katrina says, I just got out of a 2-year relationship. Lots to think about here. Yeah, it's huge. Huge, really, really big. All of these are huge changes, Katrina? Katrina says, that was good. I'm glad, beautiful. You are so welcome today. Sending much love, going through, navigating the end of that relationship and the big steps of, of homeness. You know, it's huge. Huge, baby. Let me just have some water. We'll do it tomorrow, and then I'll let you guys have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. You forget how much you need water, when you're talking a lot and you're doing things like this, and you're like, oh, she's quite dehydrated. Alrighty, beautiful tomorrow. Let's see what we have for you today, lovely lady. It's a beautiful little black bird of some sort out there. Woodwives 64. Katrina says, thank you. You are most welcome, darling. Tamara 64. Woodwives, adaptability. And then you've got 63, winter's dream, gestation period. I feel like this Woodwise today is, I feel like this is a past card, like something, like definitely talking about, I just want to say, like, you have power and adaptability that, like, is there anything that you have not been able to adapt to, even if it's been this fucking challenging or really hard or frustrating and all the things. I want to say, like, adaptability is like your language, you're good at it almost. I want to say, like, adaptability, you're already doing this, it's like built into you and you've almost mastered it. Like I want to say, Tamara, do you believe that you're good at adaptability, adapting and being flexible to all the things that get thrown at you? Do you praise yourself enough? Or could you, or can you, where can you praise yourself a bit more for being flexible and adaptable? Like, and I almost want to say, like, self-comparison or reflection to, like, old versions of yourself, or phases and stages of your old, I don't know, like back in the past. Like, if you can reflect to bring gratitude to where you are in your growth now, like look back, I don't know, 5 years or 6 years or 7 years, like, and compared to what you have, I suppose, powered through in the current now, how amazing you have adapted now. Tamara says, making the most of the situation, no matter what it is, it's a gift, but also a detriment sometimes. Yeah, big. I like, yeah. Like, I don't know if you can see down the bottom here, but there's actually like, it's like fog, and you can see like there's a pretty tree behind here. And I feel like what you're saying there about the detriment, it's like, yeah, it has like more of its downfalls of being adaptable, so don't let yourself be stood on. But it's like also there's like light that shines through it, in a sense, back to you, because if we come back to control and frustration or resentment or, I don't know, anger, and more of the heavy, like, emotions and situations that we cannot control, but we can shift it within ourselves, I want to say, it's like, it only eats away at us. So if you can be adaptable so that there is less stress within your system, there is less tension within your system, you are doing yourself a favor. Yeah, maybe it's not like letting others around in your surrounding or whatever challenges are going on in your life. It's not about letting anything off the hook or not being frustrated about those things, but when the time's right, it's like, if you can choose that adaptability that you have learned, you can choose the flexibility for yourself, not being adaptable for others, but being adaptable for yourself, so that you can feel into more relaxed and more calm and like more serving for you internally and your emotions and your life and your everyday state and mood and mind and emotions and soul. And 63, winter's dream. So the first thing tomorrow, I don't know if you can actually see, oh, I'm getting a little bit of cramp in my hip. There's a beautiful girl's head right here, but as soon as what I felt for you and what I could see was her tattoo on her arm here. There's a little, like, some symbols I'm a little bit shaky. There's stars, actually. There's stars. And then when I look at her close, her face real close, she's got curly hair down the, like, I just feel like it's like, you're allowed to rest now. I want to say, like, you're allowed to rest now. Allow yourself to rest now. Don't I just say, you're allowed to rest now. So allow yourself to rest now. That's a message today. Like, you're allowed to rest now, but you have to choose to allow yourself. Allow yourself to rest now. 63. Let's see what our beautiful book has for you. Winter's Dream. Gestation period. Sanctuary. Conscious awareness. The winter's dream is a summons to go within. Your life force longs to turn inward, like the sap of the trees returning to the roots. Cast your gaze toward the deep and hidden places in your heart. Come to rest again in the sanctuary and safety of your soul, and be at peace, basking in your crystalline clarity in that quiet place. This is not hibernation. Do not fall asleep. Take your quiet, wakeful nature with you into stillness, and know that you are replenishing your life force. Trust that the deeply buried seeds inside your soul, the ones you planted even before you were born, are stirring softly, ready to awaken with the spring. But do not try to rouse them early. Instead, surrender to the quiet of winter's dream. Winter's dream can lull you into a slumber where you can lose consciousness and become caught in a nightmare. Awaken, awaken. Find that easy return to wakefulness that brings you clarity. This is the time to set your priorities in order, yet not act on any of them. Allow the clarity and transparency that comes with winter's dream to permeate your heart and soul. The time for action will come later. Remember that all things are born of dreams, and your task is to wake up within the dream, to lucidly guide it to your chosen destination. So when I read that, it's almost like contradictory, but it's also definitely not. It's almost like, because when I read the book too, I'm like, oh, it's the opposite of what I just said now, but it's like, yeah, rest, be subtle, but it doesn't mean like shut off and be lazy almost, if that makes sense. Like rest and regather. Tamara says, yeah, that makes sense. I've been in do mode for months now. Finally starting to feel like I can breathe. Yeah. Just like a weight off your chest. Beautiful. So proud of you. Yeah. Okay, beautiful people. So I am taking bookings now for one-on-one private psychic readings. I think I have actually attached my new link correctly so that people can book straight in. If they would like to, they are $57, and I do a 15 to 25 minute audio recording, and you get a PDF of your card spread. I think you get, I've decided 18 cards in your spread, including your overlay cards as well. So it's a really good in-depth reading as well. So if you would like to book a private one-on-one psychic reading, jump in there and book away. We can connect. And also this week I am going to be releasing a incredible 21-day 7-day life shifter course. So stay tuned if you feel aligned to come and work with me and work through some life challenges, mindset, relationships, all sorts of juiciness in that space. Otherwise, I will see you guys next Friday for live cards. Hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Love you. Love you. Love you. Thank you all for joining.